I'm Gabbrielle Whatley, and I'm a gym adult facilitator. I would describe my role as a gym adult facilitator as a leader. Like, I facilitate the activities. The girls tell me what they want to do, and I just put something together, an activity based off of whatever they want to do. So if they say they want to hula hoop, I come up with a game that involves hula hooping, so on and so forth. So the ways that the girls lead the programs are, like I said earlier, they get to pick whatever they want to do, no matter how far-fetched it is. Like, I try to tell them, like, there is no box that you guys have to stay in. You guys get to choose whatever you want to do. We even come up with goals. They get to they make group goals. Like, everybody comes up with a group goal, and we follow it and we track it throughout the whole entire year and semester that we're together. So they play a huge role in what we do. I think gym is different from after-school programs and sports and stuff. It's probably because, well, it's not the only one that's girl-specific, but it is. We give the girls the choice of what they want to do, which I feel like a lot of programs are set in stone, what they're already doing. A lot of coaches tell their players what they're doing, and they don't have a lot of say-so in it. But the girls, they genuinely get to choose whatever they want to do. It's free range. I don't feel like it's structured, but it's not like we have to do this, and this. Like, even if we only have an hour and we spend 30 of it playing an activity, I feel like it's more free. They get to have more fun, and I feel like it bridges the gap between physical activity and middle school girls. The impact that I've seen on the girls that have participated in the gym is they did genuinely find out why physical activity is important. Like, I've had a girl, like, on my last day, because I graduated this semester, she wrote thank you notes to me and my other leader, and she said in her note, she was like, I would have never knew physical activity is important unless I came to this, and you guys. I almost cried when I read her letter, because I was like, I can't believe I played that big of an impact on their lives, for them to even think it's important now. So I think they understand why physical activity is important. They understand why they need to move, and not just the importance of it, but why you got to choose what you want to do so it can be fun and that you can do it for the rest of your life. The changes that I've seen in the dynamic of my groups have been I've gone to schools and I've only had 4 girls to start with, and we've grown to 20 girls. So not only are the girls having fun at the program, but they're going and telling their friends that, hey, you need to come because we doing some good things here. So I've noticed that not only we've given them a job, not on purpose, to spread the word of gym. So I think that changed, the dynamic has changed with that. The improvements that I've seen in their physical health first is literally we do the pacer at the beginning of the semester, and then we do a post pacer, and their numbers. I'm not gonna say I was surprised, but I was so proud, so proud. I was just like, y'all, do y'all know what y'all just did? It's so hard to shift those pacers numbers. Even I teach physical education too, and even in my classes, my students that I have every day, the girls that I see once a week improve way better than the numbers that I had in my class. So that was just, it was, and that wasn't just my school. That was around West Georgia area too. So that was the best physical activity positive that I saw. And then mentally, I feel like when girls are around girls and doing physical activity, they feel more comfortable. They feel like they're in a safe space. They have protective leaders that are going to be there for them. And I've noticed that they throw out their own ideas. They're okay when they mess up. And I feel like that their mental has definitely improved or just stayed the same. They cheer each other on. So this is a very positive environment for them. Improvements that I've seen in their leadership skills. Probably the girls that we chose to be the ambassador leaders. Even before we chose them, they were already the type of people hey guys, let's get in the circle, let's do this. Come on y'all, they're ready to start. So just seeing girls get out of their comfort zone because sometimes it is scary to talk in front of a group of people, you know, like if you don't have the practice for it. Even things like the summit that we're at right now, like seeing the girls speak in front of like the girls that are on the statewide board or nationwide board, I don't know what it is, but even those girls talking and stuff. Like I remember them last year talking on the video call at the summit last year. They definitely improved now, even though I'm not around them a lot, but I definitely have seen that in them and the girls that I'm around all the time too. So some of the opportunities the girls have had for physical activity. One is the summit that we have right now. We done did yoga. We have did all types of games upstairs. We did basketball, jump roping, soccer, volleyball, and the girls loved it. I heard, not from me, that it was the best time they had throughout the whole entire session. So that's number one. And then during the school year, we do physical activity every single day that we're with the girls. So it's never a time that we're not moving. And like I said, it's up to them. So it could be jump roping, hula hooping, volleyball, basketball, far and wide. Like even the pictures, I seen some girls going canoeing, rock climbing. I was like, man, they having fun. So being a gym has impacted the girls' confidence by, like you can tell by the very first time a girl comes to camp, or not camp, but to gym, like they're all like shy and just like, oh, I don't know anybody, so I don't really want to talk to anybody. I don't want to move a lot. But like once you consistently be around girls all the time and you know that this is a positive and safe environment, they start doing, they just get wild, you know, so they get comfortable, and that's good, you know, like comfortability is confidence in my opinion. So you can tell that it is grown up. So I definitely do think there were girls that weren't physically active before gym. Some of them, like you can tell by how they move in the program. And some of them have told me like, oh, before this, I was sitting on my couch after school. I was never coming here. So definitely there were the girls that started doing physical activity now that they got in the program. I think that gym has definitely positively impacted the girls after COVID, because I remember when we had to do Summit virtually because of COVID, and they were doing the physical activity online, but you could tell it wasn't as, like it just wasn't as, the passion wasn't there, you know. It's different when you're in person with everybody and you're around everybody and everybody doing the same thing. So I feel like once we got back in person and everybody was doing stuff, like the energy was there more, and like everybody was doing it, and it just felt more homey. I feel like there was a greater improvement in gym PACER scores than in my physical education classes. I hate to say this, but when it's just girl on girl, like they don't have to worry about who's watching them. They don't have to worry about the guys in the class. They don't have to, we make it, not saying that I don't make my physical education classes positive and safe, but it's just different when it's all girls, in my opinion. They feel more comfortable, and they're not worried about what boys are thinking. So they just feel like I can do whatever. I can run, you know. I'm not worried about what I look like or what I'm wearing. I'm just gonna run. So even in Crocs, they gonna do it. So the gym girls support each other by, I always tell them any activity that we do, there's always has to be some kind of high five, some kind of good job. Like we'll do like ultimate rock, paper, scissors, where somebody will beat somebody and then they become on your team, and now you're cheering for that person to beat the next person. So we cheer on everybody, no matter if we're, like, just like the PACER, everybody had a partner, and while your partner was running, you was over there cheering so loud for them, telling them to keep going, keep pushing it. So I feel like that's how we motivated each other. I always made sure that's how we have our program. So.